Hey, this is Payal, and welcome to Ask Payal segment where I pick up your leadership and career growth questions. And today's question has come from Rima from Pune, and she wants me to talk about motivation as to why motivation fades. So, when I coach my clients, I often ask them one question, or even when I'm speaking at company events, I often ask one simple question. How many of you listen to motivational talks or general pep talks? And most of them, they reply, they raise their hands and they says, yes, of course we do. And then I ask them another simple question. What do you feel like doing right after? And they usually tell me that, Payal, we feel like we should get started. We feel like we can do so much more. And then when I ask them the final question, does that motivation last? The room goes silent. Why? Because the answer is usually no. Motivation for most of us feels like opening a soda bottle. It fizzes with the excitement at first, but very quickly it goes flat. So, why does this happen? Well, because when we hear a motivational talk, our prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain responsible for planning, reasoning, and focusing, it gets excited. And so we feel inspired and we feel, yes, we can do it. But then there is another part of the brain which jumps in, which is called the amygdala, where all the fears like doubts, negative thinking takes over. And that's when you begin to ask yourself, what if I fail? What if I don't have enough time? Others are better than me. And this amygdala, it can overpower the rational thinking of the prefrontal cortex. And when that happens, we delay the actions. And then we procrastinate and we feel demotivated. So, what can you do about it? Well, when motivation naturally fades away, you can still make progress. What you can do is a simple two or three steps. Number one, develop inspiration. See, motivation is like a visitor, it comes and goes, but inspiration, that's the resident that stays in your mind and in your heart. So when you feel inspired, when you feel that that drive is coming from within, and it's not from an outside pep talk. That's the type of inspiration you want to build in. Number two, focus on your purpose. When you connect your actions to a deeper why, then you don't need the outside motivation. Purpose is what anchors you. Purpose, when you ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Who is going to benefit? What difference am I going to make? Number three, use micro momentum. Start small, really small. Often the hardest part is to begin. A lot of us, we think of all the steps that is going to come, and then we get afraid to take that one small step. And because we get afraid to take those steps, and because we get afraid after seeing all the steps that we have to take, we begin to play small. We begin to hold back our actions. And then even getting started becomes very difficult. So you begin writing for 5 minutes, make that one call, send that one email that you have to today. These tiny actions, they are the ones that actually create momentum in your life. They are the ones who actually give you the inspiration to move ahead. So always remember, momentum sustains you longer than any motivational high can. The key over here, my friend, in your professional and career life is not to chase motivation, but to build a foundation that works even when that motivation disappears. So, the next time that you feel inspired after a motivational talk, don't rely on that fizz. Think of the action. That action has to be the burning fire. So, try to break up your goals. Think of one goal that you have been wanting to work on. Don't overthink on it. Ask yourself a simple question. Why does this goal matter to me? What is the deeper end purpose? Is it connected to my growth, my career, my family, my future? Is it helping the world at large? And now break it up into the smallest tiny part that you can. That 1 inch that you move closer to your goal today is what is going to help you. And here's the final part, my friends. Commit to taking that action today, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Because the moment you act, even in a small way, it generates the momentum. And that's it. You've built a bridge between motivation and action. Do this little practice daily, and you're going to see how it shifts your energy. You will no longer then be waiting for motivation. You'll be generating it through consistent, inspired action. And in fact, what I have done is in the description, you will find a very quick worksheet that I have kept for you that you can work on for your motivation, because there are so many people when I'm coaching them or when I'm speaking in the companies, I see that they have so much of knowledge, they have so much of expertise. In fact, they even have the time to do more. But the only reason that they are not able to do is because they feel they are not motivated. So now you know it, that motivation doesn't come from outside. It is something you have to build from inside with the steps I have told you. Right? So think of your goal. Make sure that you know your purpose, your deep ended why, and begin to take the smallest action that can take you there. So the link is in the description. You can download it and you can start answering those questions. And until then, don't forget to DM your questions or put this in the comments over here. What is your leadership success and growth question that you have for me? And I will try my best to come here and to talk to you about it. Until then, God bless you with lots of success in your career life. Take care.